Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
And welcome back to Two Guys in a Warehouse, everybody. Your host here, Dylan, TGW Podcast on Instagram, and my lovely co-host,
Alex from @Professor_Otaku.
Otaku. On Instagram.
On Instagram.
You're listening to Two Guys in a Warehouse.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, we know it's been a while.
Comment.
Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Please.
Oh, and rate us on Spotify now.
And rate us.
Good or bad, we don't care.
Good or bad,
Whatever.
or we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. I promised I was going to clean up my mouth.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution.
Yeah, well, good thing we're still in 2021.
Yeah.
So you got a few days.
Thanks. Makes me feel better.
Yeah. Me too, because we know you're going to fail at that anyways.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you're never cleaning up that mouth.
Never.
Your mom should have put more soap in it.
Yeah. We don't. Well, whatever. But yes.
Yeah. So, welcome to Two Guys in a Warehouse. And today we're going to just be talking about some of the upcoming season, a little bit of the last season, fall, and upcoming is winter 2022. So, but before we get into that, what have you been watching and reading, bud?
What have I been watching and or reading? So, I keep forgetting that the last time we recorded was like in September.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I think we tried to record, but we've been having certain issues. So
we have been having a lot of technical difficulties. We actually had to switch computers.
Yeah.
And so hopefully
it fucking works, dude. I'm already kind of paranoid about it.
Yeah, me too.
But I kind of it's been tough for me to remember what I've talked about but hasn't been released yet and what I haven't talked about. So
that's all right.
I'm not sure if
just
I've
do it all.
Brought them up. But one show that I finished is Yami Shibai. It's that the Japanese ghost stories. It's like 5-minute episodes.
Oh, okay. It's kind of it was a show called Ghost Stories, right?
Yeah. But Ghost Stories is different. This is more like they're like actual ghost stories, I guess, but they just did it's not fully animated. It's kind of like how you would see from
The Way of the House Husband.
Way of the House Husband.
Yeah,
was kind of like
where it's kind of like slides,
and it's still, but there's something about it that still kind of creates a pretty good atmosphere, and it's like got the good soundtrack, and it can be scary at times. Ooh. So I finished that.
Sounds titillating.
Yeah, there's like 8 seasons of it too.
8 seasons? Well, I guess they're only 5-minute episodes. Yeah,
I heard it gets bad after like the 3rd season, but one season is good for me. It's all episodic. It's an anthology series, so there's no need to watch more if you don't want to. But finished that. Then I watched The Record of the Lotus War.
Okay,
I finished that one. That is a OVA series from the 90s. It's like a fantasy. It's kind of like what you would expect from any like typical anime fantasy. It's got like the knight, the hot elf chick that falls around. You got like
so every isekai
any fantasy anime, like there's the mage, all that shit, dragons. Kind of epic, but at the same time it feels like it hasn't aged super well. Feel like too much is happening, like so much lore, all this made up shit that you're like, well, oh my god, I gotta learn all this. But I think you might like it because you like Skyrim and you like that fantasy stuff.
I do.
Yes.
I like honestly. That's why sometimes I like a good adventure isekai.
Yeah.
Just because. I mean, and I don't like the isekai aspect of it necessarily, but I like that it's just an adventure. Like I really enjoyed Rage of Bahamut.
Sometimes it presents a good, even though the type of like story it is tiresome, it can present like interesting.
Like Rising of the Shield Hero and all
the
that
Shield
kind of
Hero. I mean,
Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah. ReZero. Like there's some sort of interesting mechanic tossed in there.
And
what's that show called?
Konosuba.
Oh yeah, Konosuba. I was thinking about damn, I can't remember the wrestler.
Hikage Kimonomichi Rise Up.
Kimonomichi Rise Up. Oh my god. Yeah, dude.
That was an epic adventure for
Classic.
like 5 episodes.
Yeah, and then it just...
Yeah. Like most isekai.
Yeah. There's no... It's either good or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. What else? Okay, so I'm still continuing my journey through Dragon Quest. I know that's... Dude, 62 episodes already through there. I'm on episode 57, but there's 62 episodes out. It's gonna go for at least 100 episodes, and I'm gonna fucking finish it. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
And then what else have I been watching? I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything that's not at least like seasonal. And then reading. I've been reading Naruto.
Nice.
I've been rereading Naruto. I finished part 1. Part 1 is really good. Now I'm in Shippuden, and I don't know if maybe it's a nostalgia where I grew up with the original Naruto when he's a kid, and like you kind of care more. But then when I'm reading Shippuden, it just feels like so much has changed, and it doesn't feel as good as the original. Really? Yeah, the art style changes. Like it's not as detailed. Some of the characters just, I don't know. I feel like you don't get enough growth from them. From a time skip. I mean, I'm still pretty early into like this. I mean, it's only 5 volumes into the time skip, but it has its moments. But I definitely prefer part 1, 100%.
Wow. Yes, that's interesting perspective on it. I still need to finish Shippuden. I finished. Yeah, well, watching it at least. So.
Yeah, Naruto's it's a series that's interesting to go back to, but it's never,
it's like super rewatchable.
Yes.
Like you can just throw on an episode of Naruto and,
it's nice
and
to
enjoy it.
Exactly. I rewatched the Cowboy Bebop movie, and I was actually rewatching Cowboy Bebop episodes as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I wanted to, I don't know if we ever talked about the live action. Did you ever watch?
Yeah, you and I watched an episode together. Or
was
half of an
Was
episode.
that where it ended for you?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah. I had no interest. It's so funny. One of my non-anime watching friends, well, he watches Dragon Ball Z. That's pretty much it. Or Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Oh, that's anime.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Or Super. I don't know. He watches it all.
No.
He's watched Dragon Ball Z, GT, all that. But that's his extent.
Okay.
And he texts me. He's like, "Oh, you see that new series, Cowboy Bebop?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I watched that like years ago." He's like, "No, it just came out." I'm like, "Yeah, I watched the original, which was an anime." Yeah. By the way.
Nice. Let him know, dude.
And yes, I've watched some of the live action, and it's shit.
It's pretty bad.
He's like, "What? No, it's good." I'm like, "Nah, man, it's so bad." He's like, "No, it's good." I'm like, "No, dude." I was like, I've watched the original. Like, it's tainted. Did
he watch the original?
No.
See, so I went to my cousin's house. I had a bunch of my cousins there. And they know I like anime, and some of them have watched it. Some of them are a little into it, but for the most part, they don't really watch anime that much. But one of my cousins brought up that she watched the Cowboy Bebop live action. I think some of her friends watched it. And she liked the anime. She watched the anime as a kid.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh yeah, the live action is really good." I was like, "Really?" I was kind of surprised, and because I felt like it was. She said that she likes it, and even though she didn't like I think she didn't like some of the casting.
Yeah. But I think that's what really messed it up. I don't think the casting was very well done.
They just
like I have nothing against John Cho, but
yeah,
he's not Spike Spiegel.
He's not Spike Spiegel.
He's not. He tries to be suave, but he's too old for one, and he's not suave. He just seems like an old dude trying to be suave.
Yeah, like I respect the attempt, but I just don't think it worked for him. Like, yeah, it just doesn't. It didn't work.
Yeah, and Jet was the best cast in that.
Jet was the best. I didn't like Faye.
Yeah,
I didn't like her. She did not fit that role either.
Yeah,
like the sexy, like sometimes conniving, does her own way. I mean, she just didn't really. I never thought like, oh, that's Faye.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
I saw her. I only knew because that's supposed to be Faye.
Yeah.
But I asked my cousin because I feel like if you're going to make a live action, if it ends up being shitty, the only redeeming thing would be if somebody were to go watch the anime after. She said that, some of her friends would watch the anime after. So I was like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I would ever give a pass to a live action if it inspires somebody to watch the original.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I don't know how many people it's going to inspire to watch it.
Right.
The original, though.
I don't know who the audience is for. Because obviously people that have watched Cowboy Bebop, the anime, for the most part, are not going to want to watch it.
Exactly.
Some rando, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could watch it.
Yeah, my one friend's a rando, basically.
A rando.
Like, I don't know. He didn't even know that it was an anime before.
Nice.
So I was like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, you have nothing to compare it to. You can't just come out and be like, oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I get why he might think it is, but
it's even then, it just felt cheap.
Yeah.
Like, remember, even just watching it, like, something about it just didn't fit. Maybe we're just jaded because we watched the original. And you understand the differences, and I don't know.
just can appreciate the original, like
Right.
what the anime did.
Yes.
So, yeah. I mean, not knocking on them. I'm glad they made the attempt, I guess.
Yeah,
but
it's an attempt. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not. It wasn't offensively bad,
yeah.
but I just don't. Again, I kind of failed everywhere where I thought it was going to fail.
Yeah. I
Even
mean,
though
it's to be expected for any sort of anime live action.
Yeah. Although I have only watched one episode, half of one episode, so there is that.
Yeah.
So, but that's my opinion.
I don't know. It was
half an
so
episode.
bad in that first half.
It was
though.
rough, man. That was rough.
I mean, it just there was no enjoyment in it. It just felt so.
Like flat at
Yeah.
every aspect. I don't know. I kind of want to give it another shot, but it's hour-long episodes, like
Yeah.
12 episodes, I think. It's like,
Do I really want to commit that much time to
or I
something
could
that's probably not
rewatch
gonna
the
be-
original and then watch
Yeah.
the movie after, and that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, way better than
Forcing myself
to watch a crappy live action.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I wonder
but-
what his rating is.
what, the live action?
Yeah.
Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah. Well, while you do that, I will start on my round table.
Yes, you may.
So I've been cooking through some stuff here recently. As far as watching, I finished Jujutsu Kaisen,
Nice.
which I'm sure everybody knows about that. But basically, this kid eats a finger,
Yeah.
and he gets almost
Demonic finger.
Yeah, demonic finger from a curse, like
Yeah,
one of the most
cursed
powerful curses. And basically, his body gets possessed,
Wait.
but he can control the curse.
He eats the finger nail first.
Nail first.
Nail
Nail
first.
first. All of them.
Swallow
nail
it.
first. Yeah. Just whole.
Whole. Nail first.
So, but yeah, Studio Mappa, and I think they did a great job. I really liked the fight scenes and
Oh,
everything.
that's
It was really exciting. The openings and endings were amazing for both parts, for the first part and the second part. So I really liked Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually ended up giving it a 9 out of 10.
You fucking normie.
Yeah, I know. I don't care. I don't care. I really enjoyed it. So baseball episode.
I know. I enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen for
Yeah.
what it was. It just, so I don't know. Sometimes, like, even as good as a show is, it, like, whatever it is, it just doesn't like click with you. It's like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, Ufotable with like Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, like great anime that I think are fantastic. But some people watch them, they're like, I just don't feel it. It looks great, but I just don't feel it.
Sometimes, yeah, it's an emotional connection. Sometimes you just don't have that emotion behind it. Like, kind of one of the shows that I just finished as well was Moriarty the Patriot,
Yeah.
and I gave a 7.8 out of 10. It was kind of wordy too much. It's
Okay.
it's a lot of dialogue because
Very
it's kind of like, well, it's a detective show and it's all about planning and plotting and making a move against somebody else and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, it was kind of felt like nostalgic to me in a way, and it made me think of like Psychopaths a little bit. Not as much action, but just the planning behind everything.
Planning, right.
Yeah. So, but I ended up giving that like a 7.8 out of 10. It was like almost an 8. Not quite. It was really good, but not very good.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then I finished Ganbare Duki-chan, which, dude, super cute show. Just 12 episodes, but they're all 5 minutes.
Yes.
So you can just power through it. And super cute girl who just wants to get pretty much plowed by
wants to
her
get piped
coworker.
hard.
Yeah.
Piped hard.
And it's just all her shenanigans trying to
Non-stop.
get. Yeah. So, dude, I was surprised. It had a 6.6 on Mal, which, I mean, I get, but I don't know. You kind of got to know what the show is going for. It's like obviously a low budget show, but they did a good job with the low budget and the short episodes. It was just a feel good show, and it was just cute and easy. It was like a super easy watch.
It has a particular audience, though, too. Like,
Yeah,
you're
but, I mean,
watching it for the cute girl. Some people are like, oh, this is all it is? One.
yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, I mean,
bullshit.
that's the point. I'd give it, I mean, from what I've watched of it, I'd give it like it's a solid 7 because it is what it is. It's a 7, but it's not the same 7 that I'd give to like a Naruto.
Yeah.
It's a different type of 7 that I'm giving.
It's a strong 7.
It's a hard 7.
Yeah. I was a hard 7 the whole time I watched that. So, yeah. And then I picked back up a little bit on Fruits Basket, the original.
I saw somebody had been watching the original Fruits Basket on Funimation.
Yes, sir. That was I.
That was
that
you.
was I.
That's funny.
And then a Cell World.
Yeah, and then Excel World.
Yeah.
How do you like Excel World? I'm kind of curious about that.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
The main girl is super cute, so I like that. But I don't know about the main character yet. He's just another one of those like kind of whiny characters.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like,
dude,
like Zenitsu basically.
No, he is.
I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
and for 2012, that made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the development is rough though.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I would say definitely finish it because I'm really curious to see what you think. Because the show has its moments. I watched Excel World years ago. It's made by the creator of SAO as well. So for those that are interested, check
that out.
Yeah, it had its moments.
Yeah,
and there are certain moments that I think you might actually like a lot.
Yeah,
and then there's a lot of moments where you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" 100%. So I'm very curious to see what you think.
It definitely seems pretty interesting. It seems like it definitely has that feel where it's gonna have those moments. So yeah, it was. But so far, like I'm interested enough. I'll keep going with it.
All right, cool.
So, for like watching for the round table, that's pretty much everything that I've just finished up recently, other than some seasonal stuff. And reading, I just finished the first volume of Bloody Monday, which you got me for my birthday. Thank you.
About fucking time.
Yeah. Which is a pretty good series. It's about this high schooler, and he's a computer hacker, and his dad is basically like CIA, but in Japan. I forget, they called it Third Eye.
Third Eye?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Excuse me. And basically, he's just this super computer genius, and he helps his dad with these cases, but this file that he just received has something pretty crazy going on with it. Basically, like this whole murder that made people cough up blood and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. And then his dad, like, right now is basically under suspicion for killing his boss. So
dope.
Yeah. So everything's kind of just like come crashing down. I will say the main character, he kind of gives up too much information to people.
Talks too much.
Yeah, he does. I was like, yo, like you should know better than to be telling all these people about this business going on.
He's no Light Yagami, is he?
No, he's not. He tries to be. He's a wannabe Light Yagami.
That's what that series kind of reminded me of.
No,
that's why
I was thinking that too when I was reading it. I was like, this reminds me of Death Note.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's in its recommendations on Mal or not, but when I saw it, and I was like, this will probably be something he likes.
Yeah.
So.
No, I as I got further into the first volume, I liked it more. So I'm gonna keep on that. And then like number one manga of all time, Vinland Saga. So just plowed through volume 7 and 8. I'm waiting on 9 and 10 to come in. And I think 11 I have on pre-order.
Nice.
So
11 on pre-order. No, dude.
Or is it 10?
13's already out.
13?
I have.
What do I have? I can't remember what I got coming in. I got a couple volumes on the way though.
Hopefully you don't have any duplicates.
No, definitely not any duplicates.
All right.
That's
funny.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much what I've been
trying
to. I got some Nagatoro I'm reading and stuff. But yeah.
I got to get back on Nagatoro and a bunch of other series that I've half-ass started.
I know there's so many of those. It's hard. It's hard, man. Because then you pick up something else. You're like, this is really good. Let me do this. And then, because I want to pick back up on Berserk, too.
Speaking on picking back up, I picked up My Hero Academia. Or it's going to be picked back up again.
Dude. That's just blows my mind. Just because you shit on it so bad.
Yeah, dude. It's always
so hard.
Of course.
It's like, this show, man, it just goes nowhere. Like, where are they going to be in like another 10 years? They're still going to be in their first semester.
Yeah.
Like, there's no development here, man.
There's a time skip.
This show sucks.
Time skip happened.
This movie, it sucks.
The movie sucked. The movie's trash.
It's not as good as the show.
But like, are you surprised though? I mean, this happened with like Black Clover. This happened with. I can't.
I don't know. I never know what to expect it with anymore.
That's true.
So I heard it's getting pretty good. So I bought the manga. I bought all the volumes. I'm gonna start from volume 1,
and
chapter 1. Yeah, and Vigilantes. Yeah.
Like 44
you're
volumes.
A fool, dude.
44 volumes of My Hero Academia.
We've got to give you a time frame if you don't finish those manga within a certain amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to give them to me.
No.
I get to own them.
No.
Yeah.
No. But also, just to track back real quick, Cowboy Bebop has a 6.7, the live action on IMDb.
Ooh. So that's like a 67%.
67%.
But I feel like IMDb ratings are lower, so it's basically like a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's real or
I don't
not,
know.
but
Yeah.
I'm just...
I don't really trust I mean, I don't know. I guess you can... Ratings are...
Because like I think Amazon uses IMDb ratings, like their star ratings, and it'll say like 4 stars, but then I'll look at it on Rotten Tomatoes like, yeah, this is like a 30%. It's like, what? Yeah. So...
But then you're getting critics to review it compared to like regular people.
On where?
On Amazon. Like if they do the star, it's just you can just put however much you want
Yeah.
on Rotten Tomatoes. Unless you're looking at the audience score for Rotten Tomatoes, I guess.
It's kind of a combination of both. You got to look at both.
You got to look at both. 100%.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, excuse me. So, anyways, yeah. Cowboy Bebop live action sucks.
Yes.
But what are you excited? Well, actually, let's go to last season. Let's go to fall.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of
A little
ourselves here.
Round.
Yeah.
Reround.
Did you watch anything last season?
I-
Were you watching any anime?
So I was continuing on this long journey of Dragon Quest.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm
wow.
making that up.
So exciting.
Shout out.
I wish I watched Dragon Quest. It's the only anime I watch. Dragon Quest.
Whatever. Anyway. So I didn't finish a lot, but I guess I'll talk about the show that I finished. I think it's only one show. Yeah, it's only one show. So
Only one show? Bro, what are you doing with your life right now?
So I finished.
Sorry, it allows me to catch up to you in my quantity
Anyway.
of shows.
Anyway. Oh, I did finish SSSSS dot
Nobody cares.
Dynazaminon,
Nobody was even talking about that
the
show.
spin-off to or the spin-off sequel to
Squidman.
Gridman. That was really fucking good. And then I did finish VV, which is not technically from this. It's technically from
That was
this
summer,
year.
right?
That was spring. No, that was like last winter. No, that was
What?
spring.
Okay.
Spring.
I was going to say, no way.
That ended up being okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like very okay. I gave it a 5.
Ooh, wow.
it was
Wasn't everybody talking about that?
Yeah, it looks good, but I don't know the story. It just like was kind of
It felt
it was
basic.
It was basic.
Yeah.
It's like every sci-fi story.
I'm a robot and I want to be a real person.
I gotta save the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, robots attacking. But I'm an idol and I'm quirky and I can sing too.
I can sing to
Yeah.
save the world.
But I can fight too. Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then you get
Double threat.
Yeah, right. Triple threat.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, technically the only show that I finished from last season was Mushoku Tensei, season 2.
Only one really worth finishing.
Yeah, that
Actually,
was-
no, that's a lie.
that was really good.
That's a lie. There was 2 shows worth finishing.
Obviously that was what?
I'm freaking out at you right now
Why?
because you didn't finish the other show.
Oh, yeah, Mirako-chan.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm at 5 episodes. I could pound that pretty quickly.
Yeah, pound it out, dude.
I'm gonna pound
Just
it out. Yeah.
Pound it
Dude, that
out.
show is so unexpectedly like entertaining. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect from it. And
Dude, I think it gets even better the further it gets into the season because it actually builds a little more depth to the story.
I saw that they introduced the character, and I still like they're not necessarily spoilers, but I'll see enough images on like Instagram.
You know, kind of what.
Not what's happening, but I'm like, okay, I know something's happening.
Yeah. Something's happening.
Something's happening. I don't know what, but something.
Something there.
I've been watching Osamu Ranking. I think
Yeah.
I
That's
don't-
going to bleed into this winter season.
Yeah, that's gonna finish next year.
Yeah.
That's been really fucking good. That ended up being way better.
Okay, quick
than I
question about Osama ranking.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody talking about saying it's anime of the year, but it's not going to finish this year.
No.
I think we
I
had the same
disagreed.
conversation with Jujutsu Kaisen.
I disagreed 100% with Jujutsu Kaisen winning anime of the year.
Yeah.
This past year.
because it's not even done yet. How
It wasn't
can
done.
you, yeah.
I don't think you can count a half-done show. I mean, some people were making the arguments like, "Oh, well, half." Even though it's
imagine
halfway, it's still
if-
better than whatever aired. But I was like, no, there was like other shows. That
Imagine if the first 6 episodes of Babylon came out this year.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, anime of the year."
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rest of it
fucking bombs, dude. Yeah, you don't
You
know.
never know.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I disagreed strongly with that.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would have won anyway. I think after, in like retrospect, if you finished it, the baseball episode, in my opinion, already kind of set it in stone. To be honest. Did Dorohedoro air that year too? No, Dorohedoro was a year. That was
Before.
2020.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, that baseball episode essentially submitted it. So I won't complain too much, but I do disagree that a show that's not done
Shouldn't be a contender.
Yeah. You still got another. It can contend this year.
Yeah.
Which this year, it probably would have a pretty decent shot, honestly. Yeah, I can't think of anything this year that would beat it out. Like in terms of just like legitimately looking at it, like from how it looks, story, fights.
Like this year, as in 2021, you don't think there's anything that would have beat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This year was actually very.
Although,
in my opinion, I think
it would be
plain.
between Mushoku Tensei and Jujutsu
Yeah,
Kaisen.
I mean, I like Mushoku Tensei, but Osama rankings on a totally different level.
Like
So far, at least.
I will say that both shows surprise me. Mushoku Tensei, like, sometimes I don't like the fact that it's an isekai and that it reminds you of the character and that he's like a 40-year-old dude that died and is reincarnated as a kid, and then he kind of has his like weird moments, and I'm like, oh, like it's kind of weird, but then he'll do something that redeems everything. And you're like, oh fuck, like he's a good guy. Then you get his backstory, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
It's
like this explains a lot.
A lot. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, dude. Mushoku Tensei is crazy. Very unexpectedly intense.
Yeah,
But Osama ranking, that's unexpectedly intense too.
Yeah.
It's really good. But yeah, continuing, Platinum End, which is the new Death Note creator.
Yeah,
Pretty bad. Pretty fucking bad.
I
watched
didn't
2
even.
episodes.
Yeah,
Not
it
worth
didn't even look good from the trailers.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah, which is a super big disappointment. But.
Yes. And I think it's got a 6.7 right now. And then I have been watching My Senpai is Annoying, I guess is the English name.
Oh yeah,
With the
little
green hair
My
girl,
Love Story reincarnated as
basically.
when they're in the business world.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's a cute series. That's funny.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it.
It looks good. I saw some pictures of it and I was reading the little subtitles in the pictures and I was like, "Ooh, this looks super cute." I wasn't sure about it, but I kind of want to watch it now. It reminded me too much of what's her face? Big boobs.
From where? You know how many big boobs there are?
No, I guess I thought you were going to think in the same line as me as this. Your girl, short hair, big boobs.
Uzaki-chan?
Uzaki-chan, yeah.
You got to give me something. I can't just be big boobs, like big boob, short hair. Oh, Uzaki-chan.
Yeah, well, see?
Or you could have said,
did.
you could have been like, annoying as fuck, big boobs. Oh, Uzaki-chan.
Yeah. Well, we always are so linked that I figured I didn't have to give you anything else.
That's true. Well, I'm recovering.
That's true.
And
yeah.
I'm just beat. So
Stop drinking, you alcoholic.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Alcoholism is not funny.
It's not. It's not funny.
All right. Moving on. Yeah. So well, you watched the Senpai show, and I diverted a little bit, and I watched The World's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated as an aristocrat, which is another isekai.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty decent. I ended up giving it a 7 out of 10 at the end.
You said that you fucking loved that show.
Yeah.
You were like telling me that it was on par with Mushoku Tensei.
No, it ended up
petering out a little bit. It happens.
Because it just got to be like a little incesty and
oh god.
And it was so much like the harem aspect of it was just I get it, but it just got to be a lot. I was like, geez.
That's the thing. Is sometimes this show gets held back by something stupid, and you're like,
and I think
why?
Mushoku Tensei had that. There were some crazy moments in it, but overall, with the main character, it wasn't too harem-y. Well, it wasn't really a harem for him.
Yeah, I mean,
it kind of was, but like, well, it was really only Roxy and Eris and Sylphie. But it wasn't like they were all surrounding him and all
at
like
the same time
on his dick the whole time. Like,
and there's like actual development, like him and his relationship with Ares. That worked out pretty
exactly.
Pretty
no,
well.
there was an actual relationship development.
Yes.
So it's not like your typical isekai where he's just like, oh, you obviously know who Best Girl is, but he's just gonna.
Oh my god,
get
he's
with
so
all of them.
nice.
Yeah.
can't wait to give him a blowjob.
That's exactly what the World's Finest Assassin was. So, but I really liked the fight scenes, and some of the darker aspects to it were really good, and the assassin side of it. So I think there might be a second season for it,
possibly,
because it kind of ended on a cliffhanger.
Hopefully,
in a way. So
that's the thing with a lot of these isekais. They're pumping out so many to see which one will hit, and then I feel like a lot of them just won't get the sequel.
Yeah, and I feel like it ruins kind of the quality.
Yes,
because like, who can make,
actually
the isekai the fastest out of most unique. Yeah,
going back to Mushoku Tensei before I forget this, I think I saw somewhere that the Studio Bind was basically created just to make that show.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
I was like, what, dude? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Also, dude, Mushoku Tensei, the way the opening happens,
dude, the opening and the ending is really
and
nice.
The ending's really good. I like that the opening shows them kind of like traveling.
Yeah,
the fucking like backgrounds and all that looks so good. It looks so fucking good.
No, the animation for Mushoku Tensei was
fantastic.
It was definitely a high quality show. I ended up giving that an 8.5 out of 10. It was definitely a much higher quality than World's Finest Assassin.
I gave it a 9, I think. I was just like, fuck it, it's a 9. It's a 9, dude.
Fucking 9.
Fucking
Might
9.
as well give it a 10.
Might as well. I'll wait until when it finishes completely, then I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's fucking time.
When you buying the manga for it.
The only thing I hate is that since it's like a light novel, you have to buy an adaptation of
the light novel.
From the light novel, like the manga. And I don't know if I could, I don't know. It looks interesting for sure. Because the manga is even further. The ones that are released here are further than where the show is. Like it shows him older and all that. I'm like, oh, that's fucking
really
cool.
Wow. It goes that far.
Oh, it goes far. From what I've seen, it looks very like he's like a full blown adult, basically.
Wow.
No, I mean,
well, I'm wondering if there's gonna be a time skip if they do the third season.
I'm guessing because now he's gonna go on his own.
Yeah.
But
it'll probably be a couple episodes. No, I don't know. It'll probably just start with a time skip and then do like a flashback type thing, I would think.
Even season 2, I mean, that was like a 2-year period.
Yeah.
From the first episode to the last episode of season 2 is 2 years.
That's true. So they might do another 2 years. Yeah.
That, I mean, they could do 3. I mean, the pacing is done so well, you don't even realize.
No, they have paced it really well. There's a lot of development between all the characters. Yeah. And really great cast.
Yeah. Character relationships are built very well. And I mean, even just going back to season 1, like episode 1 where he's just a baby, that's... I mean, you're getting I think he's 13 in the show, so it's 13 years in a span of 23 episodes.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
And you feel like everything. You're like, fuck, this is...
Yeah, exactly. You watch him grow up and, and learn and become a better person.
Yeah, no, he develops as a person, for sure.
Yeah, and it's starting to develop the world really well, too.
Mm-hmm. And I think him as a character, because he was born into an isekai, he's like starting to realize, this is not a video game. Like, this is like... there are real people, Because before he kind of almost didn't have that emotional part of him, which is like what rubbed other characters the wrong way. They're like, why don't you care? Why don't you like feel like this is real life? And like, oh shit, this is real life.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a pretty amazing development. You don't get that from other isekais. Yeah.
So I do like that show a lot.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get you a figure or something.
Fuck yeah, birthday. Oh shit, sorry.
That clean mouth is not coming.
No, it's not.
So, are there any other shows that you want to touch on from fall 2021?
Fall 2021? No, I think that's everything, man. I didn't really watch a lot, unfortunately.
I think fall ended up being the best season.
From this year?
Yeah.
I can't think back, but I thought spring had SSS Dynamite. I can't really think. I'd have to look back completely.
Dynazon or whatever.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, I just feel like these are the most memorable from the year, so...
At least for me, Mushoku Tensei is the only show that I remember. That fucking aired in the first season was in winter.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. And so what are we looking forward to this winter?
Next year.
You want me to take this?
Oh, no, I wasn't sure.
I asked you the question.
Oh, you sometimes you ask yourself questions.
Yeah. What are we looking forward to this year? Oh, so...
No. So Attack on Titan Season 2 is coming out.
Season 2?
Part 2. Of the final season. Part 2 of the final season.
Dude,
Season 2.
You pissed me off on that. I can't even believe you started with Attack on Titan.
Oh my god. It's a sequel. Why wouldn't we start with it?
Could have started with Demon Slayer. One that you actually watch and commit to.
Yeah, but I'm just going off what Mal's,
Yeah, but you haven't committed to Attack on Titan.
Don't look at me. My name's Dylan. But yeah, season 2 of the final season.
No.
Part 2 of the final season of Attack on Titan is coming out. This is why I didn't want to take it, because I'm not mentally prepared right now. Yeah. But yeah, I still have to watch part 1. I know you like part 1 of the final season of Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, the final season.
A lot of, I don't know. I'll be curious. I'm going to have to watch it. I think like the difference between this and when part 1 of the final season ended aired, I thought that was going to be the last season. I didn't realize it was going to be, it's part 1 of the final season. Like, well, now I have less urgency to want to watch it. So now I have a little more urgency.
You should have said that when
I did. I said it when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch it right now.
Yeah. No, you're like, I'm just waiting for a couple episodes to come out.
Like the whole season.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I found out later.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know how it is. It's just like, it's just be like that sometimes. But yeah, what are you excited for it? I'm assuming yes. Yeah.
Super excited for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. Yeah, I every day, like, for some reason I thought I saw there was an episode up on Crunchyroll, and I went back to check, and I was like, no, it's
something else.
They have some ODAs or something, some little mini spin-off series.
Oh yeah, they have like there's a bunch of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, the junior high or whatever.
Oh, junior high. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not. But I was like, oh man, can I watch some of the new season or next part? Yeah, no, not yet. Might have to go back and watch some of the part 1. Probably won't, but it'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, we rewatched like all of 70 episodes of Attack on Titan in like just a couple weeks. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That was fun, actually. I enjoyed that rewatch.
I know, and that's what pissed me off. And you're like,
well, shut up, bro.
I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch yet.
Well, it is.
So, then we got Demon Slayer. The second season is out now.
Yep.
The actual second season.
The Red Light District, not the remake of the movie.
Yeah. So that's looking pretty good. I haven't watched any of it, but I've seen pictures and clips, and exactly what you'd expect from Demon Slayer.
There's less urgency for us because we've already read the manga.
We already finished the manga.
We finished the manga.
If you haven't finished the manga, then you don't even know.
We're Master Race over here, dude.
Yeah.
Finished it that day.
If you haven't finished the Demon Slayer manga, then you shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
Basically. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll probably start watching it soon, I think, just because it's something to watch. I think it's still going to look pretty good.
Dude, I think you need to concentrate on other stuff that you need to commit to.
Yeah, but
not
this is
stuff you've already read.
One thing that's nice about sometimes putting on something you've already read is like you can just watch it kind of to get you back into wanting to watch anime.
Okay.
And then it's like, I haven't seen this anime, but I've read the manga, but you kind of just see it animated, and then you're like, okay, now I can watch. I don't know. It's sometimes it's like a appetizer for when you're gonna watch more anime.
Okay.
It's like, let me watch something like that.
I get it because you know you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to start it at some point. I did not like the movie.
Yeah, you did
not.
not.
It was not good.
Well, you didn't like that whole arc, anyways.
I did not like that arc. I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
But that's just
your opinion. No, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was decent. So, in my opinion, but I really like Demon Slayer. You hate it, so
yes. So next up is Ma Dress Up,
Darling.
Series about some dude that makes
clothing
for dolls.
Yep.
And then there's a very popular girl in his high school who
likes to cosplay
very dirty characters. And then she finds out about his weird hobby, and now they're together.
Makes sense. That's the only way it would actually happen. So
you gotta be different, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I have the manga for that.
Dude, read it. You'll love it. I think you'll like it. It's very cute.
Yeah, you say that about everything, so.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cute, man. Like Nagatoro, I was like, it's cute. You like it.
I do like Nagatoro.
And I know this is going to be another one.
Nagatoro's my goddess, my queen.
Yeah. My queen.
Yeah.
But My Dress Up Darling that's going to be, I think, a good series.
Yeah, no, I've seen, I've flipped through the manga and seen the trailers for it. It looks really good. It looks like it'll be super fun and cute.
Very nice.
Better than the Nagatoro adaptation.
Probably the Nagatoro adaptation was fairly.
It was mediocre.
Yes. And then what's the next show we watched is Sabikui
Bisco, which looks friggin' insane.
It does look insane.
Friggin' insane.
I don't even know. Like, okay, I'll do the synopsis real quick.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Whoops, sorry. A plague-like wind blows across the arid, sandy expanse of the post.
Do you need me to do it?
Yes. Read that shit, dude.
All right, let me hop on up here. Take a little ride. All right. A plague-like wind blows across the arid, sandy expanse of post-apocalyptic Japan. As it sweeps over the living and non-living alike, rust is all that remains in its wake. The cause of the catastrophic state of the world is believed to be mushroom spores. Bisco Akaboshi, known as the man-eating mushroom, is a wanted criminal archer whose arrows instantly grow mushrooms whenever they land. However, he is in truth a mushroom protector. We doing shrooms? A person who spreads fungi in order to enrich the land and return it to its previous state. Alongside the crab Akutagawa and young doctor Milo Nekoyanagai, Bisco ventures through the wastelands of Japan searching for the legendary Sabikui, a Panacean mushroom said to devour all forms of rust.
That's kind of interesting. It's interesting reading the synopsis because I didn't know anything about like what it was about just watching the trailer.
Have you not read the synopsis yet?
No, dude. What the fuck? I don't read synopsis. I only watch trailers, dude. I read the name and I'm look at the picture and I'm like, this looks cool, and then I watch the trailer. That's what I do.
Oh, jeez.
I like to be surprised. So I mean, I don't know why, but when you read mushroom, I thought of Ein from Dorohedoro.
I know it made me think of Dorohedoro too. Honestly, the trailer kind of made me think of Dorohedoro.
Yeah,
in a way.
now that that kind of was brought up, it's like it kind of I'm like, oh, like I'm more excited now for this series.
Yeah, no, it seems like a crazy fun adventure, like a bunch of wacky characters, some wacky things are gonna happen. It kind of almost reminds me of Trigun in a way too,
like the post-apocalyptic
desert wasteland. Yeah, and he's a wanted criminal, but he's really not bad. Like Vasha Stampede, they all think he's this heinous criminal, but he's actually not a bad guy.
And real quick is like I just clicked on the studio Oz. It was a studio that we never heard of. This is their first show.
Oh, interesting. So, well, I guess we'll see how it turns out. I mean, I have high hopes. I really, really hope this show does well.
Yeah, me too.
So, is this an original?
I believe
no, it's a light novel.
It's not an original. Then.
So, I guess we'll see. I wonder.
Yeah, and the light novel doesn't have a score.
Oof. Well. I wonder, if there's any comments. But I'm super excited for this show, and I really want it to do well. I hope it does well.
Me too.
If it doesn't, then I'll probably give up on watching anime for the rest of my life.
Yeah, same. And then you have one show that you wanted to bring up.
I have one show that I would like to talk about. It's honestly a golf anime. Yes. So hang on a second. I want to pull up the synopsis for it. Let's see, Soraya Utility, and this is where the magic of editing clips all that dead noise out.
Yeah, you didn't have this shit ready, Paul?
Dude. the synopsis is two sentences. Sorry. Minami is a high school girl and beginner at golf. Her two friends, Haruka and Ayaka, introduce her to the sport, and they enjoy playing and learning together.
That's not one sentence. That'd be a run-on sentence.
I said two sentences.
Oh, okay.
You want me to put the period in there and reread it? And
period,
tell you
commas.
when the period is?
Yeah. Semicolons, too.
There's no comma. No comma, no semicolons. Yeah.
Wow.
So, somebody didn't go to grammar school. No, I'm just super excited because...
It's golf.
Cute girls and golf.
Yeah.
Like, what more could you want out of life?
Pretty much. Yeah, I think it'll probably be interesting for you. Sure.
It'll definitely be interesting. I honestly expect the show to not do well at all.
Yeah.
But who knows? We'll see. Oh, do we want to talk about that cop show at all?
Oh, Police in a Pod?
Yeah, Police in a Pod.
Yes. I don't really have much to say about it, actually. I don't think there's really much out on it. I think it's a newer manga series. It's an adaptation. It looks more slice of life-y.
It really does. Yeah, it doesn't seem like much is going to happen. It seems like almost too slice of life for like, I don't know what I would expect.
Yeah, maybe
from
they
a
work in
police
like a peaceful town or something.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it will have its surprises because I do want to watch it. And I'm kind of curious, and I like the girl cop shows.
Yeah.
Dirty Pair, that other cop show, You're Under Arrest.
Yeah.
And so, we'll see what happens.
Cops.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love cops. Sweating sometimes.
Yeah. Why are you sweating? I was watching Cops. So, that I mean, so for the winter season, that's all really. That seems like it might be
it's more
super.
Sequels.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe something will pop off, and we'll be like, "Ooh, let's check this out." But, yeah. But until then, nothing really else crazy going on. So, just happy to get out and recording again, and glad that we got all our faithful listeners, and
bless.
And hopefully without these technical difficulties, we'll be able to keep bringing you some content, and it won't just totally destroy us.
And then as we cut the recording, some shit will happen.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
So knock on wood, say a prayer, cross your fingers and your toes.
Alrighty.
And so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and give us a rating.
Please.
And we will see you in the next one. Follow us at TGW Podcast on Instagram and at Professor_Otaku.
Love you so much. Bye.
Cut it.